Hi everyone, my name is Kendra and I work at the North Vancouver City Library. In celebration of Literacy Week, today I'm going to talk about categories. Learning to put things into categories helps our children develop the ability to identify patterns and also the ability to compare and contrast. Being able to recognize and find patterns is a really important skill when we're learning to read because it helps us to predict how a word is going to sound and predict how a word might be spelled. For example, if you know the words sun and fun, you know the pattern and can recognize the similarities in how they're spelled, ending in the letters U and N, and in how they sound, ending in the sound un. Now that you know those similarities, learning a new word like bun or stun that fits into that pattern will be much easier. Pattern recognition is also an important foundation for math learning. There are lots of different ways to practice categories, and first I'll demonstrate how you can incorporate categories into play. To demonstrate how we can use categories in play, I'm going to use these duo blocks or mega blocks. They're basically giant Legos, so they're a lot more safe for smaller children to use. They're great for categories because, as you can see, we have lots of different colors and different sizes, from little individual pieces way up to these giant square pieces. So something I might suggest to a child if I want to try using some categories is say, let's build a fire truck, and ask them what color a fire truck is, which is of course red. So to start, we would separate out all of our red pieces. Now I've got my red pieces separate. I might ask the child, are fire trucks small or are they very big? And of course fire trucks are really big. So let's start with our biggest pieces and once that's done, I can see that I have 4 of these big long rectangle pieces. And from here, I would probably just go ahead and start building that truck with them. And we've got something that vaguely looks like a fire truck. And we've built a fire truck together and we have practiced at least 3 types of categories. There's lots of different ways you can practice here with both color, size, and number. I encourage you to also try to take your child's lead on play and incorporate categories into it. For example, if they say they want to play zoo, you can say, great, let's pick out all of your toys that are the animals that might live in a zoo. For example, Mr. Elephant here. My second favorite way to practice categories is through chores, and laundry is a particularly great one because you have to categorize things multiple times throughout the process. Plus, you have to physically separate those categories anyway, so why not get your little ones to help? You can start by having your child help you separate your light wash from your dark wash with your dirty clothes, and whatever other wash categories your family might have. Then when your clothes are clean, you can separate things into categories like what belongs to the grown-ups versus what belongs to the kids, and further categories like pants versus shirts, and what goes in the closet versus what goes in the dresser. There are lots of different chores that you can practice categories with, including things like general tidying up and putting away your groceries. And keep in mind that even if your child's helping isn't actually helpful, that ultimately you're helping them by teaching them important literacy skills.